Maido! Hi there, Japan fans. In today's show, we are going to be talking about frogs, wells, and oceans. And what has all that got to do with presenting? Find out very shortly. Preseno Master Shimasho. This is the 5th year of the Presentation Japan Series podcast. We're beaming around the world to you from sunny Minato-ku here in Tokyo. And I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, Dale Carnegie Tokyo franchise owner, the president of Dale Carnegie Tokyo Training, and the 3-time best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery. And I have a new book in Japanese called Zaegyo, and also very shortly you'll be able to get hold of my new book, which is called Stop Wasting Money on Training. Through this podcast, I want to help you become a better speaker who is clear, confident, persuasive, and highly influential with those around you. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your family, friends, and colleagues. We are not being sponsored by Libsyn, but we value your privacy, which is why we have our podcast hosted by Libsyn, who, unlike many other podcast hosts, have a strict policy that does not allow access to your private information by anyone. Here is our daily podcast lineup on iTunes. Mondays, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Tuesdays, the Presentations Japan Series. Every second Tuesday, the Business Tatsujin no Oshie Show. Wednesdays, the Sales Japan Series. Thursdays, the Leadership Japan Series. Every second Thursday, the Business Pro Podcast Show. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show. And Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews. Now, this is episode number 307. 307. Today we're talking about the frog in the well doesn't know the presenting ocean. This Japanese saying, the frog in the well doesn't know the ocean, is a favourite. When I think about its application to presenting, one of the issues we face is we are all living in small wells. We go to the same conferences or events, and the people presenting are rather homogeneous, and so the bar gets set pretty low because they usually are not very good. Without understanding the process, our expectations are getting conditioned to mediocrity. When we're growing up, we are usually not exposed to great speakers. High school teachers are unexciting speakers. Politicians on television are normally underwhelming, doing their best to avoid answering the questions or recommending anything too strategic in case there is an electoral backlash. They are all looking for the middle of the middle. Our professors at uni do a lot of public speaking, except you would never know that, judging by how they deliver their lectures. The speakers invited to the degree graduation ceremony are normally dull dogs. When we get into business, we rarely encounter much professionalism around presenting. It is a field of frogs croaking in their wells. A few decades of this and you are done. If we want to lift our game, increase our persuasion power, we need to get out of the well and start exploring the ocean. Persuasion power is absolutely required. The amount of data and information coming at all of us on a daily basis is staggering. Traditional media and social media are conspiring to drown us with sheer volume. How do we cut through all of that dross and white noise and register with our audience when it's our turn to communicate? We need to be crafting our messages using storytelling and backing it up with solid and relevant data. Just a big data dump, no matter how good the data is, won't cut it anymore. Audiences today have micro concentration spans and also way too many options to escape from us. If we are just reproducing the same old from decades ago, we are kidding ourselves. The good news, it is all getting better for us. What is amazing today is how easy it is to expose ourselves to the best speakers. Content marketing requires that we all put our goods up on display so that potential buyers can see how good we are and if we have what they want. This means it is all out there for free to sample. YouTube and other platforms allow us to search out content we are interested in and find people who are knowledgeable, and within that group find out the top communicators to follow. Search engines can help us locate content from people who are known as renowned speakers, and we can usually access their talks easily and for free. TED Talks vary, of course, in quality, and the format is rather limited to short presentations of under 15 minutes. There are just so many available, though. With a bit of searching, we can find the best content. In our local areas, there will be a broad number of organizations sponsoring talks. In Tokyo, there are a number of chambers of commerce which are running talks all the time. If you're a Rotarian like me, then at least once a week you will listen to a speech by some notable. Find out more. We come back from the break. Our show today is brought to you by our public programs, but we also do custom-made in-house classes. Now, we do them in our super safe classroom, we do them live online, and we do them in Japanese, and we do them in English. Okay, our show today is being brought to you by, on the 14th of October, we'll be doing Winning with Relationship Selling, which is our wonderful sales program. Sales requires trust. Trust requires ability to have people skills, communication skills, and develop relationships. You need to have all the solid sales toolbox, engine room type of skills that go with that, asking questions, presenting solutions, overcoming objections, asking for the order, all that stuff needs to be done. But on top of that, you need to be good with people and have good relationship building skills, particularly around trust. And this course got a nice balance between both of those objectives. On the 22nd of October, we will have Dale Carnegie course, our flagship course. This is a brilliant program. It's unique. It covers a number of things. Deal with your stress, build people skills, leadership skills, communication skills, expand your universe by increasing the size of your comfort zone to allow you to try new and different things going forward. Very, very good program. On the 2nd of November, we'll be doing our high impact presentations program. This is 2 days in the main modules, 2 instructors, everything videoed. Everything is individual in the coaching here. Everything. 2 days, individual coaching. Incredible program. We all need persuasion power. This is where you go to get it. High impact presentations, excellent training. Check out our website at www.dale-carnegie, carnegie.co.jp. Lots and lots of value for you there. Now, to do better in Japan, email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Get my best-selling books, Japan Sales Mastery, that's the Bible for selling in Japan, and Japan Business Mastery, and my new book, Japan Presentations Mastery. If you like learning by watching videos, there are over 1,000 there for you at Tokyo, Japan, Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube. We release 3 TV shows every week on YouTube. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, which is the premier business show in Japan, comes out Mondays. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show, and Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews, where I interview leaders in Japan from SMEs all the way up to the corporate captains of industry on one topic, leading in Japan. Every second Thursday, we release the Business Pro Television Show. Don't forget, you can email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. welcome back. So we have a cornucopia of options to observe and learn. Now we hit the main barrier. Having the ability to access the ocean and doing anything about it, though, are different things. We just keep in our lane and we don't devote the time to exposing ourselves to the best of what is available. We can learn from what is working and also from what is a train wreck, a shambles, a catastrophe. Learning what not to do is also a valuable lesson, and there are scores of instructors available in that regard. We are all feeling pressed for time, but actually we have a lot of time. If we take out working and sleeping, our available time for study is still sufficient, quite sufficient. The choices we make determine how far we move forward. Accepting that persuasion power is a fundamental requirement, you could argue a duty for people in business. If that is the case, then we need to make the priority to access all of the available resources and work on improving our knowledge and understanding. If we only watched one of the top speakers for an hour a week and took extensive notes and then referred to those notes before we contemplated making a speech, then we would be in the top 1% of presenters immediately. This is only because most people don't do anything, and what they do is pretty dull and awful. Presenting is the bastion of scoundrels for the most part, so devoting time to build the skills makes us stand above and apart from the rabble very quickly. Thank you for joining the Presentation Japan series. If you got value from today's show, spread the love around and share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast. Immediately apply what you have learned today, use it, and go out there and become a presentations legend. Remember, I'm your corporate coaching and training guy in your corner, committed to your success here in Nippon.